Hello everyone, and welcome to another JP video where, you know what, it's almost that time of the month, and yeah, I don't have the Brave Exvius game loaded today, I just don't. It's okay. It's not a big deal. Some people wonder, hey, why do you do your predictions still? I don't know, because it's fun. It's kind of fun to take a guess and stab and see if I can get them right. Hey, I don't get, you know, the predictions right very often, so I'd really like one more win. So the predictions for June, because you know what, June is coming up, and people on the JP side, I foresee a very 10 future for you. I'm thinking Final Fantasy X. I could be wrong. It seems like a lot of the times, if they are going to do a promotion about a Final Fantasy where new content comes out, it seems to come out after the actual thing. Take, for instance, Final Fantasy XIV. Final Fantasy XIV's new expansion is launching June 28th, I do believe. It's definitely not this month. I'd be more excited if it was coming out this month. Also, I haven't pre-ordered yet, so I'm hoping it's next month. But anyway, Shadowbringers comes out at the end of June, to my knowledge, and that makes me believe that if they were to do a Final Fantasy XIV banner, it would probably be in June or July, pushing it a little bit further out. For the people who think that Y'shtola is going to be a free CG unit, best of luck. I don't think so. I get it. Final Fantasy XIV units have been free in the past, but Brave Exvius has become a banner where basically everything is meant to to get money now, and there isn't really as many cool free stuff happening, except for, you know, some free characters. So Ishii is 100, since she is basically the Dissidia representative for Final Fantasy XIV, I've 100% see her being a rare gacha character that is summon festival. Sorry, that's just the way Alum plays the game now. Because I just don't think Alum has the luxury anymore of taking a month off from making money. It seems like the directive is just make money, which is a business's okay thing. And even if I wonder what Final Fantasy we could have next, and there's a couple of options that are outliers. There definitely could be Final Fantasy Tactics that shows up. If we're definitely getting a CG Ramza again in Dissidia as a hero, as a main hero representative of a Final Fantasy, yeah, probably a good sign. So Tactics is a possibility, and I know that NASA over on the Reddits would foam at the mouth for a CG Ramza. Either that or he's been pulling my leg. The other possibility is Final Fantasy IV, but 4 I have kind of pegged that it is coming in August, as I seem to remember us getting usually around the August time a Final Fantasy IV banner, so why break with tradition, right? But yes, I think that Final Fantasy X is going to be our month of June. And the big reason is because, I don't know, we're starting to move into the later Final Fantasies at this point. All there is really the higher numbers that since we've gone through all the lower numbers at this point. 7, I think 7 they would save a little bit later, just because there's probably going to be some big Final Fantasy VII news at E3, which is going to be a big moment for... We already know that 7 is basically showing up at E3 in June. Square Enix has teased it. So I would be shocked and amazed if Alum didn't do something to capitalize on that. But they can't really come out and say it beforehand, so it could be 14 this month and then 7 next month. 7 in July? It's the 7th month. They could do it on the 7th day, on the 7th hour, of the 7th minute, of the 7th second. But anyway, regardless, I think that my money is placing on Final Fantasy X, because why not? I think that doing a new Tidus banner would definitely give Final Fantasy X fans who haven't really had a new unit in a long time something. And perhaps we could finally see them break into a variant of a character how about doing Gunner Yuna? Gunner Yuna is, given the frustration of a lot of JP players right now, Alan probably wants to get back in their good books, and Gunner Yuna is probably the thing that will quell some people's anger. Because while a lot of people do get angry, and on the JP side have gotten specifically very angry about the things Alan has done over the last month, people are pretty forgiving if you give them basically exactly, or not even remotely what they want, which is a really high character. And I wouldn't be surprised if Alum had, you know, foreseen the backlash and already planned ahead. I mean, probably. Anyway, so yeah, I'm thinking that it's going to be a Titus as well as a Gunner Yuna banner with maybe Pain being the free unit. Maybe, where does that put a new version of Riku? If you think about it, Riku could be a end of the month raid summon, perhaps, or something like that. Or maybe it'll be a Gunner Yuna and Riku shared banner 4 days after the Titus banner comes out, or who knows what combination. But I could see 10-2 coming into the game in some form with a CG version of Titus, just to wrap it all up nicely. The end of the month, you could even do a new version of Jet, you could do a version of Braska, you could do a lot of, there are still quite a few things you could do with Final Fantasy X, as well as upgrading some of the old characters. And to be fair, 10's popular enough that you could probably cash in some of that goodwill. Do I think it's Final Fantasy IX? No, probably not. I really foresee 7, 8, and 9 being used as a lead up towards the 4th anniversary, with potentially the 4th anniversary seeming to be timed around the time when they will run out of CG protagonists, maybe. Since Final Fantasy Typo is basically dead with Tabata leaving. Maybe they'll just focus on other things. I don't know. These are all just guesses. And for the... So if Final Fantasy X is everything for basically the month that is a Final Fantasy related, what will come for the story characters? Well, we know that Season 3 is coming. We have hints that the Mog King maps are getting revamped, as well as the raid is probably getting revamped. Hopefully not as a summon festival. Hopefully not. I think that a new version of Lid could be the next CG character. If we're already getting a Blue Mage Fina to start with Season 3, which, by the way, if you don't know, Blue Mage Fina will be a character given out to everyone as you play through the Season 3 story. She will progressively become more powerful. So that's how the first Blue Mage works, but it should be noted, this is not how every Blue Mage will work. So cool your jets, calm your tits, don't get too excited. We don't exactly know all the details yet, and we definitely should find out about them. But anyway, that is basically what we are looking at, in my opinion, for the month of June. I think that June has the potential to be a really good month for trying to quell some of the anger. And it should be noted that the live stream is happening May 29th at 9 p.m., almost not even a day before the story maintenance, as we know Season 3 drops on May 30th. So Alum has definitely pushed this quite a bit back. The live stream itself should be noted that it's going to be very interesting to watch, because it'll be interesting to see what Alum's response is to a lot of the negativity, whether they will just address it right from the get-go, apologize, and offer, I don't know, maybe a lot, even though Lee Liam's account is basically dead at this point. And most players aren't coming back, I don't think. So the question then becomes, well, what's the, what will happen on the live stream? You know, will there be any extra details? Will they just flat ignore the controversy and continue I mean, move on and just say, well, whatever player base we have left, that's who we have, kind of thing. It's really all up in the air. So I will be, of course, still live streaming this. I'll be doing the restream of it because it was something I have done for a long time before, and I will continue to do it for as long as I'm doing Brave Exvius videos, as well as summaries after. So, and for people who are like, well, you just don't like the game, you don't play it, and it's fine. I mean, I've muted a lot of those people or blocked them, so, and if not, keep posting those comments so I know who just doesn't need to be here anymore. One of the main reasons why I really want to do the restream still is because of the community on Twitch. There are a lot of people in the JP community and global community that came back, or that were there when I was streaming Brave Exvius on Twitch, that I really enjoy talking to and just hanging out with. So yeah, that's why I'm doing it. And if you don't like it, I'm going to quote just one of my favorite lines from Hot Fuzz for all of you. And if you haven't seen Hot Fuzz, definitely go see it, because if you haven't seen Hot Fuzz, woof. But for anybody who really is totally happy to come hang out and watch a potential disaster or some really cool positive news for JP side, cool, excellent. Hope to see you there on May 29th at 9 p.m. As for the people who are just miserable people in the YouTube comments or the Twitch, the only message I got to you is jog on. Anyway, guys, I will be happy to see you guys. Anybody who wants to join in for that live stream, let's see just what happens, because one way or another, it's going to be interesting. See you next time.